Hello everybody, my name is Jai, and I'm glad that most of you enjoyed the Outback Caller video where I opened the Outback Caller train set. It was definitely a lot of fun to make that video. So yeah, I'm glad that most of you enjoyed it. Of course, if you remember me saying, let me just turn that down for a little bit. Of course, if you remember me saying after the Outback Caller train set, we'll be then obviously talking about the Warrnambool to Melbourne Southern Cross route. So we're going to be having a vote with these two, and the reason why I want to do a vote is obviously because of lots of things. We'll take a look at this one first, as it's the one that Matt gave me, and I'll just show you what this voting is going to be about. It's going to be about where we like, what map do you want? Do you want this version or the newer type of version? So the reason why obviously I'm doing this is because in the newer one it is a lot bigger and it's got more better track and obviously a lot more greater buildings that look more realistic, but it is missing a lot of assets. So that's the only thing that sucks about that. But as you can see, it's still quite a big fair size. It's still quite big, but like saying, after we finish looking at this map, I'll show you what the other one looks like. So anyway, for the Aclass special, I think we're going to start at Corlac and then we're going to end up in at Southern Cross. That's where it's going to end. So that's how it's going to be. But the difference is that obviously the roads are quite different. The tracks aren't 100% as good as what the newer one is. But all the assets, pretty much all the assets are here, more than what's in the other route. So in here you've got all the track, all the buildings, and all that. And the main problem with the bigger one is that it has a few stations, it has a few roll pieces, and even some track missing. So that's what I mean. So anyway, most of us guys have seen this before, or most of us I should say, not just guys. But anyway, so if we want to do this one, just remember it has got all the detail that obviously the creator has added in this version of the map, but just remember it's quite small, and obviously all the roads and all that don't look 100% very good. But if we go to the other one, which is the really big one, I'll be very quick because this one is just like ridiculously massive. And obviously we can see that it's a lot more better. It looks more better. But as you can see, there are some houses missing. Just let it load for a little bit. Obviously lots of it is paddock. But of course you've got a big version of the Geelong main yard. But anyway, the main concerns are that, as you can see here, some track is missing off there, and some roads, if I can find one, are also missing, and also some stations, like I said, are missing. I'm sorry, I'm coughing a lot. So as you can see, here's a good example. This level cross is meant to have a road, but obviously it doesn't for some reason. And like saying, if we go up here a little bit, we'll have a look at one of the stations that I don't think are here. Let's see. Yeah, see, as you can see, lots of the platforms and all that are not there. So it probably, even though it is bigger, it doesn't have as much detail on it. So as you can see, there's no buildings there or anything. I mean, unless the creator hasn't decided to do it yet, but if he has, then yeah, there's definitely assets that aren't working. But anyway, the one thing I do like about this version is the track and of course the level crossings. They look quite cool. So anyway, the biggest downwards is Southern Cross on my version because, as we can tell or see, it's not very detailed. So there's no buildings and nothing like that on there, sadly. As you can see, there's no floor, but on the older version there is. But anyway, here's what I'll get to the point. As you can see, it is a lot more bigger. It is definitely a lot more bigger than the older version. But like saying, even though this one is bigger, it got more better assets in it. Like saying, lots of it does not work. So, the vote is obviously going to be, what route do you want? Do you want this big version or do you want the small version? So, that's going to be, so yeah. So any of you guys want to choose whatever map you want. This is, so here's what you should write down. So obviously you guys have an idea. So we have Melbourne and Geelong line. So if you just type in Geelong line or the Melbourne line or something like that, then I'll know the differences. So Geelong line is the biggest route but has missing assets. Melbourne map is smaller but it has all the assets. So whatever you guys want to choose, it's your decision. I don't really mind which one we do. Well, no, that's going to be the end for this voting. So please leave your votes in the comments below, and obviously whatever has the most votes is the map that we're going to go for. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you after when this voting is done. Take care.